Back in the 90s, there was a truckload of arcade games for all the gamers to enjoy. Most of the games are like Street Fighter, Double Dragon, and Battletoads. These are actually the most popular ones right here, but all of these cannot actually compare to Mortal Kombat, which is one of the best ones of all time in my opinion. I never got into the series until half a decade ago, but when I read about this game and checked out some gameplay footage, holy shit, this is so intense. I can't believe that this game is the most violent in the early 90s. This is actually different from the other arcade games because of the digitized actors, enormous amount of blood, and the most famous death moves as well. So satisfying. This game got a lot of complaints from the parents of the kids who played Mortal Kombat, which gave into the creation of the ESRB, which stands for the Entertainment Software Rating Board, which is still being used to this date. I can't believe that an arcade game will have the balls to actually make something like this. The story takes place with the soul-sucking demon known as Shang Tsung, who holds a fight-to-the-death tournament known as Mortal Kombat, which is spelled with a K instead of a C, because it sounds more cool for the kids. There are 7 characters in this game. Each one has their own characteristics and their reason why they entered the tournament, but it's actually more fun to humiliate the competition. Johnny Cage is assembled to the likeness of Jean-Claude Van Damme, but people sometimes actually compare him to Nicolas Cage for some reason. Kano's the leader of the Black Dragons, Raiden's the Thunder God, Liu Kang's a Shaolin monk, Scorpion's a Shirai Ryu corpse because he got resurrected from the Nether Realm, Sub-Zero's a Lin Kuei Ice Ninja, and Sonya's a FBI agent? Seriously, why is an FBI agent wearing that? The way to go through this tournament, you have to fight all the opponents, including yourself, go through 3 endurance rounds, minigames that count a lot of button mashing, and Goro. People think that you should be the final boss of the game, which I don't think that it could be a complaint. For the gameplay, we got our punches and kicks in this game, which is simple, and each character has their own special moves, which actually makes it more interesting to go through. But the one thing that stands out throughout the entire thing is fatalities. Each character has their own fatality to perform, and the most famous one of all is the head decapitation, which of course half of the fighters actually know that. But the one fatality I really love to see is Scorpion's Toasty. Ooh, I always love that one. In the end, Mortal Kombat still holds up today, and I love it. But the one thing I don't like is that in the Super Nintendo version, they went a little bit sissy and decided to take out all the blood and replace it with sweat and alter the fatalities, which is just pathetic. The Sega Genesis version has the blood, but you have to put a code in to turn it on, which sucks. The best way to play it is in the arcade version. It's way more fun to play against strangers instead of your friends. Now, if only I had the Sega CD version. That version had the arcade music. Now, 1 year later, when the franchise is getting stronger than ever before, they will know that the sequel will get better too, and get everyone glued to the franchise. Well, kind of. Mortal Kombat 2 took everything that was from the original and expanded even further. This game has 12 characters, including with newcomers like Baraka, Fake Face, Jax, the muscle-bound soldier, Kitana, the Princess of Outworld, Kung Lao, Liu Kang's descendant, Melina, and Reptile. A hidden opponent from the last game now has his own moveset instead of copy and pasting from Scorpion and Sub-Zero. Seriously, that's just lazy. There's another surprise to find like Jade, Smoke, and Noob Saibot, but I'll let you get your ass whipped by them to show you how awesome they are. The gameplay is so incredible, the blood is finally in the Super Nintendo version, the soundtrack is much sweeter, the violence is over the top than ever before, and instead of 1 fatality, each character has 2 fatalities. This is so awesome. There's also more stage fatalities instead of eliminating to the pit. One more thing to add is there are 2 new alternatives to finish your opponents, like friendships and babalities. These 2 might be embarrassing to perform. I'd rather just kill my opponents instead. But with some new characters in the roster, we also have some new enemies like Shang Tsung, who is also in the roster of the character players, and he's a bit younger now. King Taro, who is a replacement of Goro from the original, and Shao Kahn. No! I'm not doing that stupid Star Trek reference! Shao Kahn is just fucking hard. I don't even want to suffer myself to go through this. I already know how much of a pain is in the new Mortal Kombat game, but that's besides the point. Overall, I love these 2 games so much on the Super Nintendo. I also love the Genesis version of the original, but I mostly love it because the Super Nintendo version is a semblance to the arcade version. Now do yourself a favor and get these 2 games. It's more fun than you expect. As I know that the series will go strong as the years goes on. Stay tuned next time where we check in the 3rd installment and jump into 3D. Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 and Mortal Kombat 4. And now, it is time to rate the fatalities!